Welcome everybody, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be beginning our new Lunchtime Let's Play series. It's going to be Shadowrun Returns. These are going to be 15-minute videos approximately, set in the Shadowrun universe. The best way I could describe the Shadowrun universe is as a technological high fantasy. This takes place far into the future after the Awakening in 2012, and what the Awakening was is dragons awoke from their ancient slumber and came upon the world once more. The return brought about the rebirth of magic and the return of fey creatures, such as elves, dwarves, orcs, trolls, and of course humans are around as well. This is set in a universe where mega corporations rule most things. There's also magic, as I mentioned before. There's hacking, which takes place in a Matrix-esque style avatar-based system. And yeah, we're gonna get started. So we're gonna play the Dead Man's Switch campaign. It is the primary Shadowrun campaign, or Shadowrun Returns campaign. There are other ones, I believe, but I don't have them at the moment. I mean, there's Dragonfall, which is an entirely separate game, and there's Hong Kong, which is also an entirely separate game. We'll be playing through those eventually as well. So I've decided we're gonna play a human. Choosing a class was a bit hard, so I'm going to go through some of the classes. Actually, I'll go through the 5 races first that you could be. So humans are just sort of, human. Elves are a little bit more charismatic and quick. And dwarves are a little bit more willpowery, and they have a little bit more constitution as well, and they're a little bit stronger than humans, of course. Orcs are much stronger than, well, but as much stronger than humans as dwarves were. They are way more constitutional. They have 14 body, which is your constitution, basically. But they have less charisma and intelligence. And trolls are much stronger. They are 15 strength and have a lot more constitution, 17. They're also slower, not very charismatic, not very smart, but they have moderate willpower, which is basically your wisdom. Okay, so we're going to be humans. They are the run-of-the-mill. Choosing a class was hard because I didn't know what I wanted to be. So physical adepts are more or less they're like sword mages. They use their magic to enhance their close combat abilities. They're in close, and then they hammer things. Riggers are, they use drones mostly. They're like a mechanist type class. They're kind of neat. I'm not going to be a rigger though. Shamans are like summoners, pretty much. They also cast some other magical spells, but their primary thing is summoning. Deckers are what I mentioned before. Deckers jack into the Matrix, which is, is what they call their computerized alternate world, which is a lot like the Matrix movies, sort of. So you can hack into the Matrix using a deck, and to do that, you go up to a computer, you hack into it, it makes an avatar of you in that system. Then you have to go through, you have to kill security systems and stuff like that. It's sort of like a mini game, whereupon your hacker has to go off by themselves into this Matrix-like environment and do the things you want him or her to do. Mages, pretty much, they're what they sound like they are. They are mages in all senses of the word, and your street samurai is more or less your fighter, both ranged and melee fighters. You can either choose to go sword, hacking things apart with a lot of quickness and strength and probably a good amount of constitution, or body, I guess it's called in this game. Or you can go long range, be a sniper. I've been playing around with this for a while, so I was either going to go sniper or I was going to go shaman, but I think I'm going to go sniper actually. So we're going to grab our character here. I don't want auto. Let's make our character look cool. Oh, we want a male character, because we're going to be Eltimar. We look like a terrible thug. Let's see if we can get some hair on our character. That makes me look like a hobo. That's slightly better. We're going to change our hair color. No. I mean, no. That's better. Nope. We're going to go full anime character. Alright, perfect. What skin tone should we have? You can go up a whole bunch of skin tones in this game. Let's choose normal. Skin tone like mine. I want some funky hair. There we go. We're going full anime here. Do I want a beard? That looks terrible. No, we don't want that. Oops. What else can we get? Is that a Fu Manchu? Kinda. No, we don't want that one either. Maybe that's a Fu Manchu. I can't remember exactly what they are. I can't remember if it's just the whiskers or the sort of long goatee type. That's it. What is that? Grizzled look. Alright, can we get that the same color? I figure it should be at least the same color. Yes. Alright, I'm looking very anime now. We can't do horns because we are not a troll. So that's not important to us. Continue to stats. Oh, we need to... Oh yeah, whatever. Okay, so we get 8 karma. Karma is used for everything in this game, by the way. So you get karma by doing quests and stuff like that. It's sort of your experience, but your body, your quickness, including all of your abilities, your strength and all of your melee abilities, your intelligence, and all of your biotech decking, ESP controls, everything like that, drones, willpower and spellcasting and chi casting, charisma and spirit summoning, spirit control and conjuring, all those things are tied into your primary stats, which are important. We're going to take some in quickness, so we're going to spend 4 points to up our quickness to its next tier. This little plus means that it gives it's like it's a tier basically, so you can upgrade it. That's, you upgrade it. You can either add or subtract it, right? These diamonds are special things. So this is the maximum quickness you can get for trolls. 9 is the maximum quickness you can get for humans, and 11 is the maximum quickness you can get for elves. Same thing here, it's like trolls, you can get 8. You can't have more. Okay, this is another thing you should note. Your primary stat for each of these abilities, you can't have more points in your subsidiary abilities than you do in your primary stat. So I can't go above 3 ranged combat until I get 4 quickness. Or I can't go above 3 pistol until I get 4 quickness, and then I can go 4 pistol, and then go 5 and 6 and so on. So that's something to pay attention to. We're not going to get very far in this first video, but that's okay. We're going to take some ranged combat, but we're going to do rifles. So I'm going to grab aim shot, probably. Okay, we're going to grab 1 point into rifle for sure. We're going to grab 1 quickness, which gives us 3. We're going to grab 1 more in a ranged combat, I think. Actually, you know what? We don't even know when we'll get a rifle yet. We might as well... Oops. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Okay. We'll save 1 karma. You can carry over your karma, by the way. So that's just something to note. So we got some rifle, a little bit, and we got some ranged combat, also a little bit. We have 1 left over. We'll probably go something like pistols later, just so we have something to augment our rifling abilities. But we shouldn't really need to. Rifles are sort of everything. They are, you know, machine gun, not machine guns, because submachine guns right there. Well, automatic rifles, sniper rifles, stuff like that. Alright. Yes. I'm going to leave that. Etiquette is sort of how you act in certain situations. It gives you a bonus to certain things, so we can choose one that we like. So we can be corporate, which means we know all about corporations and stuff like that. It can be security, which means we know a good amount about how buildings are secured and how things are going inside of secure sectors. Gang means we're good at talking to other gang members, basically. Socialite means you're good at talking to the rich, the people that know sort of high culture in society. Shadowrunners are what we are. We are Shadowrunners, and Shadowrunners are basically mercenaries that are skilled in certain things, and corporations will hire them to do things like espionage, assassinations, all that kind of stuff. We can be good at the street, which I think is sort of similar to gang, but not as a gang related. You just know how to like live on the street. And academic, of course, means you're smart, you got the brains. We're gonna choose corporate, I think. That sounds good. Many runners use a street name, handle, or working name. Names like Halfjack or Lady Zed. Others stick with their given name or adopted nickname. Please choose a name for your character. Eltimar. Is that really the lowercase L? Huh. I guess it is. Your apartment at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got 4 walls, a roof, and isn't on fire. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now, that's all you have left. Running the shadows is about feast or famine. One day you're Nova Hot, working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. This one's a famine for the ages. Slagging Fixer hasn't called. The money's run out, and then some. Sinless and free to starve in the cracks of a society run by megacorps who just want your nuyen. Nuyen is the money in the game, basically. Something needs to change. I'll call it N from now on, probably. But it is your money. Something needs to change, and soon. Oh, you have to click. Can't just hit a button. Got it. Your apartment, 2054, 3 a.m. You got nowhere to go but down. So this is the environment we're in. It is more or less like Baldur's Gate or Icewind Dale, stuff like that. Sort of the top-down isometric view. You'll notice that there are things that pop up every once in a while. These are examination points because they're little magnifying glasses. Let's go take a look at our computer. Your computer, state of the art in 2050, broken since 2051. A slip of paper with your bank balance, enough to cover you through the end of the week. Hooray, we have some money. Just a tiny bit though. Your notebook, calendar, contacts, that kind of thing. Let's view our personal calendar. It's empty. Nothing to do. Excellent. View your list of contacts. The list is sad and dried up. Carter, Detroit, Fixer, no response to messages. Dowd, Runner, dead. Felton Nash, Fixer, missing since February. New Larry, Runner, dead. Sam Watts, Runner, not sure, but probably in a gutter somewhere. Sangoma, Runner, dead. Halfjack, Dealer, retired or dead. The list goes on, all either dead, or all either dead ends, or just plain dead. Let's put that down. Now we have a vid phone going up. You can see it's right there. We have nothing else to do, so we may as well go answer it. Sam Watts. The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey, buddy. Hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. He giggles. He's drunk again. Or worse. You're zoned. Another giggle. Oh, don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. I probably had it coming. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business, like you, for example. So why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday and you're living high on the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners and some of us are, well, me. Hey, do you remember that Renraku run when things went to hell and we lost Dowd? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterwards? I really had your back that night, didn't I? Dowd, that's a name you haven't heard in a long time. And now we get to do a flashback scene. Which means we have a loading screen to do. Oh, no, we don't. Cool. 3 years ago, a makeshift bar on the Seattle docks. The night Dowd went down. We can talk to people, of course. We are technically in control. New Larry. You've been running with New Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd. Never saw anyone die like that before. Idiot. He shakes his head. I hate this fragging city, Eltimar. It's wet, and the rain feels like acid. I want out of here. We wait for the money. Yeah, sure, of course. I'll wait all night if I have to. I don't know, Eltimar. Sam is a good guy and can hold his own in a fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on a run so far, but he needs watching. He shakes his head. That run went sideways 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixer's late. Smell funny to you? Hell yeah, it smells funny. Look at where he set the meeting. This was supposed to be a public place. Cut the dreck, Sam. We both know why Dowd went down, and it wasn't the fixer or some other paranoid chip dream of yours. Sam smiles a toothy smile. Sam smiles a toothy smile. There we go. I've been waiting for this all night. New Larry has something he wants to say, don't you, Larry? Go ahead, spill it. You were sloppy. He laughed. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands. They're shaking. You been drinking, Sam? On a run? No, not a drop. Not today. Not ever. Something dawns on him. He leans into New Larry, amused and dangerous. We were set up, and he knows it, don't you, Larry? What was that call you made before we hit Renraku? How come you couldn't geek that guy before he unloaded on Dowd? I've seen you fling a lightning bolt, son. He should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. New Larry checks his watch, licks his lips, looks over your shoulder at the darkness. He's looking for someone, and it's not the fixer. Okay, I can see where this is going. You chummers are damaged. I'm out. How much did they pay you to sell us out, Larry? He stops and a smile slowly appears on his face. Honestly, didn't take much. Just enough to get me back to Portland and set up with a cushy corp job. I'm out of this racket. We got incoming! She looks creepy. New Larry relaxes and throws you a direct-eating grin. Looks like my new Renraku friends are finally here. They're gonna take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. We should choose our friends more carefully, Eltimar. That guy was never my friend. Mine either. I think I'll shoot him. We are getting to cover. Leave the mage, kill the others. Combat in this game works in a turn-based manner. We're gonna take a hit. Damn, 10 damage. That's actually quite a bit for this point of the game. Could I have a turn now, please? You are now in turn-based combat mode. Each character in your team has an action pool. Spend these actions on movement, attacks, or using spells and items. Once your team's turn is complete, the enemy team will move and attack. Additional tutorial information. We don't need tutorial. I know how to play this game. Alright, we are going to go find some cover. Probably here. You'll notice that there are shields. This is a lot like XCOM if you played that. The shields indicate where you're covered from, so a half shield is partial cover, whereas a full shield is full cover. We're gonna move here to some cover, and we're gonna shoot this guy right in the face. He didn't die, but pretty close. Sam Watts is gonna move up here as well, and we'll shoot Larry. He's almost dead. Should we auto fire? Oh, we don't have auto fire yet. Damn. Alright, we'll finish off new Larry. Really? You missed? You're twice your point blank range. Come on. Now. Do I have auto fire? No, I don't. We'll leave Larry alone. I want to start shooting some of the other guys with our more accurate character. Ugh, a weak secondary shot. That sucked. Alright, shoot him. Finish off Larry, you D-bag. That's better. Alright, things are going well now. That dude sucks at aiming, apparently. No, we have more incoming from behind. Okay, so I'm going to move to cover. Bar stools, unfortunately, are not very good cover. This'll do. Ooh, had some terrible shot accuracy. Oh, we hit him, though. I need to move him as well. Well, stuck behind this table. Finish this guy off. And we'll do the same with her. You can shoot twice if you don't move a turn, but we are moving to cover. That was a good crit. That guy went down pretty awesomely. And now there's only one guy left. Oh, never mind, I lied. There's two more guys coming in. This is bad. They have a shaman and a grenade. Ow. Shamans summon things, by the way. That one is summoning things right now. Look at that. That's a good example of why shamans suck. Out of ammo. Oh, we gotta reload. Takes an action point to reload, by the way. And that sucked, too. Alright, that's a bad aim shot. Alright, where are we gonna move? We're gonna move here. Shoot the mage, I guess. Nice double hit. I could move up to the table. Actually, here's fine. This might hurt. 12 damage from that fireball. Another fireball coming in. Missed. And definitely missed. I would like to stop weak shotting now. Jesus. Can you finish this guy off, maybe? Oh. That was annoying. And stupid. There we go. One dead. Maybe finish off the mage too? Yes, things are coming up us. Ow. Alright, so we only have the demon / elemental thing left. We're gonna move up to the table, maybe. Actually, what's our health like? We're okay-ish. We could double move up to here, but that's just kind of silly. We want to get at least a shot off. Come over here. We're never gonna hit anything, are we? Hey, we kind of did. Nice. Alright, Sam. You got 34% chance of hitting, so basically there's no point in shooting there. Alright, Sam, where do you want to go? Here. You have a better chance. I want you to shoot the shaman. I want you to shoot the shaman better. Yay, that was good. We moved to cover finally. Oh, our guy is down. And we're out of ammo. We'll take the unlikely. Oh, nice. That was better than I thought. We don't have any healing kits, by the way, so she's SOL. Damn. I did put this on hard, so hard is actually. Oh, he lost control. So that's the other thing about shamans. You can actually lose control of your elementals. There we go. New Larry's Betrayal on our second brush with death in one night. Part of the life, Sam. You know that. You were born for this gig, Eltimar. Me, not so much. I think I'm gonna hang it up. Find a nice brothel somewhere. Stay drunk until I croak. What about you? Me? I only do this. This is the only life I know. Well, you're a dumbass, and I'll drink to you when you're dead. Who am I kidding? I'm not gonna outlast you. Guess you can drink to me. And that's going to be the end of our first video. So the next ones we're going to try and keep them down to about 15 minutes, because I think you can save in combat and everything like that. So you stare at Sam's face on your comm link, shake off the memory, and focus. Had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm going to ask myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse? Your name is on the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So I set up a dead man's switch to send you this call. Got 100,000 Nguyen insurance policy. Payable when you find who creased me. Alive, with a conviction, or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain, when the job is done. They'll know what to do. He turns to his left. Chet? The camera swivels to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain has installed a secure dedicated phone line so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions for comlink devices or any other devices. The camera swivels back to Sam. Sam straightens up, talks seriously for the first time. Look, Eltimar, I've led a Drek life, and I probably left a Drek corpse. I've hurt people, hurt myself. I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? I'll get to the bottom of this. Someone will pay. Hope you just said yes. I got a locator chip slotted in my head these days. When my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See you on the slab. Guess I'm heading back to Seattle. Damn it, I just want to save. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped backseat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for Nguyen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing to the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watt's body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the stench of death and bleach. Alright, we're going to save here. Boop. We're going to hit the little save button. We're going to call this one. Why can't you let me save? There we go. I guess we're not going to call it anything because it does it automatically. So like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. We will be continuing our Shadowrun. Take care.